the city identifies and determines a condition and rating of streets citywide, the City of El Paso Street Department is paving the way with the implementation of the new Pavement Management Information System. This state-of-the-art tool is used to objectively prioritize day-to-day street management and the programming of projects. It is important to note that the type of repairs a street receives is based on its identified needs. The restoration techniques used to manage the city's pavement include patching, asphalt rejuvenation, microsurfacing, resurfacing, and final reconstruction. Of these options, resurfacing is a cost-effective and final rehabilitation method utilized before a street becomes a reconstruction candidate. But first things first, before these methods are applied, a carefully crafted process is in place to assess the conditions of city streets.
What this does for the City of El Paso is, through these imagery, through photogrammetry, we can actually pull out XY coordinates, XYZ coordinates from the features, signs, pavement management, we've done ADA ramps, lights. All this information we can pull out and do an assessment on it.
The Pavement Condition Index, or PCI, was implemented as a management tool to identify streets for the ongoing resurfacing program. As a critical part of this process, the street department periodically assesses the conditions of streets. Data for the Pavement Condition Index was collected in 3 separate phases, the first occurring in 2003. Most recently, in 2008, data was collected by Transmap representatives by using the highly specialized on-site HD mapping vehicle retrofitted with data collection and geoglobal positioning system, or GPS tools.
This helps us from a citywide standpoint take a look at our whole system and spend the money most economically we can with the dollars that we have. We have over 5,200 streets in the city of El Paso, almost 270 square miles in our city. So we're a very, very large community, and this is a tool in helping us make better decisions.
Every street within city limits is assessed and assigned a rating based on their respective PCI. However, the pavement condition for each street is subject to change due to multiple factors, including but not limited to weather conditions or cycles, passenger and commercial traffic volumes, design standards, the age of the roadway, drainage, pavement cuts into the street for utility work, and ongoing street rehabilitation projects. Once the latest information is collected, resurfacing projects are prioritized for funding based on the lowest pavement condition index ratings and the restoration techniques that are the most cost-effective at that time. The number of streets resurfaced annually is based on funding allocated to the resurfacing program. Funding levels are determined during the city's budget process. Based on current data and present-day construction costs, the city would have to spend $200 million on the resurfacing program to bring all streets to a PCI level of fair or above.
The more information we can get, the better choices we can make with taxpayer dollars, and that's very clear now that in connection with mobility, we have to have better information because of the cost of mobility. And where transportation funding is going, where our thinking is going, is give the consumer a choice, by mile, by mode for $1, how he or she can get from here to there with herself, her family, or her product. And to the extent we can get this information out on pavement, or we can get on mobility, where we can get out on traffic congestion, we make better choices. So in my view, getting out front on these things is really important for our region and the state.
Streets excluded from resurfacing are those requiring full reconstruction for one or more of the following reasons. They are not in compliance with city standards, require drainage systems, is part of an ongoing site ponding subdivision, are part of local or regional transportation projects, or have poor soil conditions. These streets are later identified as reconstruction candidates, forming part of the capital improvement program.
I think that just helps with the pavement management system because there's such limited dollars. You know, everybody wants their street repaved this year, and hopefully this is a way to prioritize and get to the ones that need it the most.
The new pavement management system is in full effect, and its application continues to provide a streamlined process and visible outcome, vastly benefiting the street network of our community. For more information, please visit elpasotexas.gov/streets. To submit a service request, please call 621-6750.